Hello, we are here to finish out our three-part series on funeral homes and mortuaries, and we are on the horror edition. We watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which Amy found on Philo. I watched on Apple TV. I did have to pay to rent it. It was $4. It wasn't that bad. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers here and a short little synopsis about the movie. It's about a father and son coroner team, and they are investigating a Jane Doe that was found buried in a basement of a home with a multi person crime scene. So let's get into it. Did you like the whole after I watched it? Okay, we're gonna start spoilers from the get-go.
Let's
After I
go.
watched it, because I think I watched it first, I was like, I think Amy's gonna like this because of the witch tie-in.
You know, at first I watched it, and we all know we've talked about it many a times how I have ADHD. There were storms going on last night. Watching the movie, I could not get into it at first, and when I was completely confused, I started understanding what was going on, and then I rewatched it this morning, and you are correct. I really do like the movie. I'm still a tad bit confused, but yeah, I like it. And I want to ask you where I'm confused what you think.
It's definitely one of those movies that if you do a search online, there's all kinds of theories of what people thought happened. It's not terrible. You kind of know what happens at the end.
Mhm.
And I don't like movies that don't have an ending. When a movie has an open ending and you have to draw your own conclusion, I hate that movie. I didn't feel the same about this. So there was enough of a conclusion. I would think I was kind of a little bit surprised that there were so many different theories online.
I didn't go as far as to Google anything. Listen to me. I did not go as far as to Google anything. Let me correct myself. I love how I flop around with words. Sometimes it's great. But, anyways, I didn't go as far as to Google like what other people thought about the ending. I will say that I was kind of confused on the fact of, did this individual that they found, this girl, was she possibly affected just like the father, the mortician, or the coroner, I shall say, or was she the witch? That's where I was really confused, and I wish that was a little more, hey, this is what it is. Because I think that's what you're talking about as to where you searched on what people were thinking and what direction they were going on. Am I right?
Right. Well, specifically, people were debating the end, which made it even more confusing. So, again, spoilers, just so that you know sort of what happens in the movie. They find this body buried in this basement. There's a multi person crime scene, like I said. And then the body goes to the coroner's office, which is this father son team.
Which I loved.
Yes, there's a large chunk of the movie that is them doing the autopsy and trying to figure out, they keep finding clues. So they're trying to figure out what happened to this girl, and maybe that will give clues what happened to these people in this house. So they are finding these clues, and some of them look like witchcraft. And so in the end, they're trying to decide, is she a witch? Is she a ghost? Like what's happening here? So that's kind of a very obviously short version of what we're talking about. And then
It's,
the
yeah.
very end, she goes into, they're going to transport her to another location outside of the city because everyone's over her, and her toe moves. That,
So, what is going on with this individual, this beautiful girl? I thought she was gorgeous because, I mean, there was a lot of zoom in on her face. She was gorgeous. But what is going on with her? What, because he found when he looked underneath at the tissue, looks like it's still alive and popping and doing its thing under there. So, what's going on? Was she obviously not alive. She's been taken apart. You can't be alive. So is she just controlled by magic or is she a witch?
Well, that's the thing. If she's a 1700 witch from, let's say, Salem, I don't know, they didn't really specify that. If she's a witch from the 1700s, then if she's a strong witch, I think the insinuation is that anything can go, right?
True.
'Cause
I didn't think about that part. Because, yeah,
that's
they found the cloth. Yeah. Yeah, you're correct. And then it led them to the scripture. Yeah, you're correct. So, I mean, yeah, I guess in this movie, anything's fair game, and it's no wonder I'm confused.
I don't know. So there are a couple of theories that I'm wondering. One is the son, who his name was Austin in the
Yes,
movie,
Austin.
played by Emil Hirsch, who did an
Tilden. Yes.
amazing job. I loved him. So was this trauma from number one, his mom committing suicide, and from growing up around seeing dead bodies and becoming a coroner at, he's not young, he's not old, but from being seeing all of these bodies all the time, that's got to be traumatic when you're younger. So did he make all of this up in his head, and was it trauma and he actually killed people? I don't
You
know.
mean murder suicide?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
so. Man, you might be onto something. Because you're right. Could he have possibly? This wouldn't be the first time we've seen someone dream or confused or really be dead when they're not. So could he really have been just in his own kind of world making this movie and he's the one that did it all? Yeah, maybe. I like that idea even more now.
And another theory, going along with the witch theme, maybe she wasn't willingly a witch because of the Jimson weed. Remember the thing that they found in her
Yes.
that is like a paralyzing agent?
Hmm.
So maybe she didn't want to be a witch. She was forced to be a witch, and then this is her revenge.
Maybe she was falsely accused.
Maybe that. And then
True.
maybe whether she was forced into it or willingly was a witch on her own, maybe each life she takes gives her a little life. So she kills the
Comes up.
dad, her eyes go back to normal, and then the toe moves. So, like,
Yeah.
maybe every life she takes gives her life back.
Are we opening up for a part two?
I don't even know if there is. Maybe there's
That
already a
would,
part two.
I don't know. That's just right. When you said every bit of that, I was like, well, there'd have to be a part two then,
Right.
in my eyes.
There was one thing I was really confused about, though. At the end, when the dad is kind of realizing everything and says to
Mhm.
her, like, take me, leave my son alone, this is what's confusing. Prior to that, he was sort of sticking up for witches, saying that they were messed with and it
Mhm.
was unjustified. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Right.
why would she want to kill someone who is a supporter of witches? That threw me off.
Could it be possibly because he was marked when he was cut somehow?
I don't know.
Because, in my opinion, a very strange part.
Yeah.
What was the sense in him being cut? Could that
I
have
don't know.
opened up something? Didn't you find that weird?
I didn't understand it.
Right. So could that have maybe been the reason why he was mainly targeted? Maybe the mixture because she was bleeding how she should not have been bleeding. Maybe the mixture of their blood or tissue from the scalpel. I
I don't
thought
know.
about that too.
Here's the funny thing.
What's that?
not only are we talking about this, but I watched this 2 days ago, and I was thinking about it yesterday while I was at physical therapy doing my
Mhm.
exercises, and I was like, even if I had given this movie a 1, which I'm not, but even if I had, I was thinking about it the next day.
True.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we can sit here and think about, well, this could have happened or that could have happened. It's not always, it leaves me confused and wanting more, So that's a good thing, especially good call on them. Oh, I do you know, I don't remember them saying where were they at Tilden Mortuary and Crematorium?
Oh, actually, I don't even know the state. I'm not sure if they ever said.
Talking about, from Salem in 16, 1700s. Where were they at to have had her be in that basement? It didn't sound like they were from Salem, did it to you?
They definitely didn't sound Boston accent
No.
liked.
So that kinda confused me too, but that's not a big deal. I was just curious if I had maybe missed it in a part, but I didn't think I had.
Maybe they said it, it just didn't stand out to me. I don't remember.
And poor Stanley.
Stanley. Poor everybody.
I know. Like, nobody made it out of there.
Right? There was one thing that I read online that I thought was interesting. So there's one theory that's kind of an overall, it's not about the actual things that happened in the movie. It's more of an overall message of the movie. They were saying, so Tommy, right, his wife committed suicide. He was the dad. He didn't know. He said she seemed okay and happy, and he didn't know she committed suicide, and he was surprised. And then there's Tommy, who at one point, the son Austin had said, you don't show emotions. You're always pretending like everything's okay, but like on the inside, it's not. And then there's Jane Doe, who is gorgeous on the outside and perfect. And then you open her up and everything is damaged on the inside. So people were saying there's a bigger theme to the movie of what's on the inside isn't always what's on the outside.
I could see that too, because the whole going through the movie, you're wondering how did these injuries happen on the inside with no injuries on the outside to even prove that there could possibly be injuries. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, going away from that, I just wanted to touch on that because I did see that in a couple of places. But going on that, I wonder if as she was killing people, maybe she had those tattoo looking things that were on the inside of her body. Maybe they were on the outside at one point, and through killing people, she was able to make them disappear.
I don't know, because did it not seem like to you that when Tommy was being affected, things were kind of happening to him like they had happened to her? And you couldn't necessarily see it on his outside either.
Yet,
True. So I don't know. Do you think maybe this was just an inside job? I don't know.
I know, but
Let's say it.
I'm sorry, if you open someone's insides up and tattoo their skin on the inside, they're gonna die.
If you burn their lungs, they're gonna die.
Right.
And if you make little carvings, yeah, I mean, they're gonna die. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know if like the tattoos were done on the outside, but she was able to get rid of the outside ones. I don't know.
your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I have no idea. That I mean, I just kinda assumed that maybe he was taking on the injuries that she was, because the way he talked, remember, he was like, the things that she has experienced, she is tormented. She's tormented now, pretty much. And I just kind of thought that maybe he was taking on her injuries to kind of necessarily bring her to life, but to enough to bring her eyes back, the toe twitch. I don't know. That's the thing about this movie. There's so many different things that you can think.
Yes, obviously,
I would,
since we're just doing this right now.
yeah, I would really like to know why. Yeah, I've got a lot of questions.
I guess the part that I'm confused about too, if we don't know how long she was buried in the basement, right?
Mm. Didn't
I'm
look like she'd
guessing,
ever really been buried in the basement.
yeah, I'm guessing she was buried in the basement to stop her from doing killing people or whatever. That would be my main guess of why she's there. How long was she there? Because if she had been there since that house was built, and let's say even the house was built in 1900,
Hmm.
then that whole time she was buried, I would assume she couldn't kill people. But then no, how'd she kill the people in the house then? So she must be able to. Oh, I don't know.
Why was she clean?
uh,
Except for a little bit of peat moss. Well, they had to have been somewhere near Boston now that I think about it, because remember he was saying that was at Northeast is where the peat moss was. So maybe they were just in a location close to there.
Maybe.
And yeah, I forgot about that part.
I feel like now that we're talking this through, I have even more questions.
How'd you get there, honey? And yeah,
How?
why are you clean? And yeah, I don't. And why doesn't anybody want anything to do with this body?
I need to know if there's a part two.
Yep, I agree. When did this do you know, I didn't pay attention, what year this come out?
I think it was 2016.
Really? And we're just now getting access to this?
Well, they take movies up and
True.
or put movies up and take them down from streaming all the time.
You are correct. I don't know. I just haven't seen it, so except where it was coming to something. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a little newer movie. I don't know why.
It was either 2016 or 2019, but I do think it was 16.
It's a little
Just
earlier than what I expected.
yeah, it's been out there a little while.
So yeah, there is a possibility that there is a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna look because now that we're talking through this, I need more answers.
And even if we don't watch it for the podcast, I've got to watch it for funsies.
Right, exactly. Same. Yeah, anything that there are so many theories online, all this investigation and now talking through, I need a follow up.
I don't feel so bad now for being confused and then having to go back and sit down and rewatch it, because I don't think I was the only one.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I was. But
No.
like because remember I texted you and I was like, I don't think I like this because I can't get set down and I can't start watching it. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to stop. The storms are going to come if they come. And I just sat down and I made myself watch it. And I started kind of making a little bit of sense out of it and it got better. And then I told Shannon when I got up early this morning, I said, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to sit down with it. I am going to be open minded. I'm going to start it from the get go. And, I liked it better this time. Was it because there wasn't as much going on around me? Maybe so. It was different the second go around.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's one of those movies that if you watch it a couple of times, you see different things each time.
Right. And I don't know, I would even be interested in going and watching it again because, like I told you earlier, Shannon had fell asleep during it, and I didn't bother waking him up because he'd worked hard. Hard working man.
Yeah, I'm sure you would like it too. I feel like.
Probably. Probably
Yeah.
so, I think.
Yeah. I thought the acting was really good.
Hmm.
And I always love movies when there are very few characters in them because I just feel like it's a lot harder to carry a whole entire movie on your own. Granted, it was only about 90 minutes. It's not a long movie. Just having one, two, three actors in a movie, I feel like it's harder.
I agree. And I don't know. I, I was kind of questioning. I want to see what you think about old nosy Rosie down there going through the drawers. And how he said that, no, my dad's really strict. And then he was like, well, try me. Do you think possibly this was maybe another level of consciousness? Because he doesn't seem like the type that'll let her sit and dig through the drawers.
Not at all.
That was
He,
weird, wasn't it?
yeah, he seemed very
By the book.
by the book. Yes, that was what I was trying to think of. He did seem that way. So I was also surprised by that, but maybe he was just like, if she's going to keep pushing and trying to be nosy, let her learn her lesson on her own natural consequence.
But getting ready to lift the sheet on somebody who had a gunshot wound to their face and then on the bell. And why do you have a bell there? Who did that?
So
Did he have that on all of them? I didn't pay attention to. I didn't notice it on the first one.
I don't
Did they all
know.
have the bell?
I'm not sure. So Amy is asking about Austin's girlfriend came to visit him, and
Yeah.
she kind of just wandered down there and wandered in on her own and was looking around, and Austin was kind of trying to dissuade her and tell her, let's go do whatever we were going to do. And she was very insistent on going into the room where they do their coroner business, and she wanted to open a fridge and look at a body. And Austin kept saying, no, you can't unsee this. No, no, no. And then the dad came in and oddly was like, sure, let her pick one.
Let her pick three. She was like, when I just shook my head, she was like, well, you come into my work and see what I do. He's like, well, you work in a library.
Very different.
A lot different than roaming around the funeral home, or not. This wasn't a funeral home. Sorry, the mortuary crematorium. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Slightly.
go down through the nonfiction. That was to
Right.
me was a lot of parts were strange, and that was weird because why would he just stand there grinning, watching a body be looked at like that, which, as he said, even when the body was dropped off of Jane Doe, that wasn't done by the book because they wanted to see the scene. And he was like, we're not trying to crack your balls or whatever he said, but we're just trying to go by the book. And he was like, well, just take her and do what you do with her. You got 24 hours or tonight or whatever. But I thought that was strange, didn't you?
I mean, there were a lot of strange things.
Yeah. I don't know. He just like changed completely from by the book to sure, pick one. Well, you didn't like that one? Well, pick the one with the gunshot wound to the face. Yeah, that was weird.
I think it was just like a pick your battles thing. She's being very insistent. Sure, whatever.
True. But when now you have went on to Google and got me going in other directions, thinking possibly were we seeing some kind of psychosis reality or whatever you want to refer to it as. I'm trying to piece together the spots that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
See, I'm still digging.
yeah. So outside of the acting, that scene, there was such a good scene. The scene where the door locks. So the scene, I feel like the movie kind of had the first half was them doing the autopsy and
Mhm.
finding the clues and all that. And then the last half was what happened after they started piecing some of this together. The scene, I feel like, took a turn where they got locked in the room where they were doing the autopsy.
And the lights went off.
Yes.
Okay, got you. I was wanting to talk because I know several different times things were locking, so I was wanting to say which one you were talking about.
Yeah, that scene, and it was, I don't know, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It was so good. I loved it.
Did you notice? I want to see if you picked this up at the end when they were down there going through checking out the bodies. Did you notice the same? I can't remember what brand it was, the little radio that was playing, and it was doing the weather all through, and it was giving the thunderstorm updates and all that. Did you notice it had just talked about how pretty the past days had been? There was
Yes.
no discussion of a storm. So now, are we in some kind of other reality, or what happened?
Yeah, they moved forward a few days.
But still, wouldn't they have talked about that storm? Did the sycamore tree really fall?
All I took that as was that the cops didn't find all of this for a few days, because if it's saying we haven't had storms or we've had clear skies for a few days, this all of what happened that night that they were doing the autopsy, it must have been a few days before they found them all.
Maybe so. I don't know. I just kind of was at the point, well, you knew that they were down there and you knew there'd been a storm, so you'd think you'd go there looking for the body that you dropped off. So it probably should have been, because he did think that he heard them up there, and then it turned around and come into the weird song, and then he falls off the walkway.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could read more into it. I just took it at face value and was like, oh, they didn't find them for a few days. Okay. I don't know.
I'm over here digging.
Which is
I
fine.
don't know. I just have so many. I think you could make a part two out of this. Whoever wrote this, if you're listening, if you did not, you really probably could.
Oh, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. There was a decent amount of gore. I mean, when he was cutting the ribs out and you just heard the crunching, I loved it. It was the scene where the blood was coming down the table and going down the drain. I loved some of those shots. I don't know. I mean, I'm a fan of gore. So I liked the gore and some of those shots of the insides and the blood and all that.
Some people might judge me a little bit, but I was like secretly jealous of this fictional family where he grew up in a setting to where he could learn a skill and a trade like this and work alongside of his dad, because I would have loved that. That I don't know, that was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how you said that there wasn't a whole lot of characters, there wasn't a lot to keep going forward, and it was in the small little area. So that's probably what made that the best part to me. The strong family ties, it looked like they had a connection. Everybody that was in this film.
Yeah. I liked too that it was horror, yes. There was also the little bit of true crime aspect where they were trying to figure out what happened to her. I
Mhm.
liked that a lot. Not true crime, but you know what I mean.
I was getting ready to say, we know it wasn't based on a true story, but I would like to know what gave the writer this idea,
Yeah, we could
because I
probably find
like
that.
it.
I bet you
Yeah,
we could find.
I would love to watch an interview now, maybe where somebody had spoke to them about why did you make this? What made you want to put this into a film? I don't know. I'm just curious about that
There have
because
to be interviews out there.
yeah, I would love to see one.
Yeah, and I watched a couple of behind the scenes, but they were good and I wouldn't recommend. One had it had no speaking. Someone took a bunch of scenes and just cut them up and then put music over it. So that was odd. And then
Did you learn anything?
no, because no one talked. It was just music. And then I watched another one that was behind the scenes, but it wasn't anything that great. It kind of showed a little bit about how they lit the body on fire, but that was about it.
Did it say anything about if that was possibly just a mold or what have you, a statue laying there, if that was an actual girl?
No, it was I don't know what it was made of, but it looked like a mannequin wrapped in black plastic.
Part of the time, no, I mean, I know, like, in the beginning, it looked like it could have been a girl possibly laying there, and toward the end, did they use, like, actually somebody in parts of the movie? And, of
They
course, in the making of it, did not tell you, did it? Okay,
no. Well, and I don't think this was an official making of, like, that you would find on disc or in
got
the
you.
special features. I think this was just someone found a bunch of scenes behind the scenes or whatever and threw this together. It wasn't great.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just kinda curious 'cause I was just wondering who she was.
Yeah, they
I
didn't.
didn't watch the
I don't know.
credits. I had stuff I had to do this morning, so I didn't watch credits. I probably
Yeah,
should have.
I don't know. I would like to see the special features, but I don't have the disc, so I won't be seeing those.
Agreed. That would be nice. I
Yeah.
guess I'm just thankful that I found it. It took a minute to find it.
It was a little hard to find. What else? I think that's all the notes I had. Oh, okay. I have one thing to say that I hated, absolutely hated, which was the bodies that came alive from the refrigerator. I thought it was dumb, and I thought they could have done it with spirits, just where you could see the outline of a human shape in the mirrors. They didn't actually need to make those come to life, and I thought that was so cheesy.
I agree, but when I was watching it, my thinking was, "Why are you tiptoeing around it? Either show them or don't." Like you said, go and make it a spirit or just don't. You notice that tiptoed around it a lot? And then, of course, you had his girlfriend. She was murdered during it, which was supposed to be, was it not the gentleman who had his face blown off by the shotgun? Yeah, so that's what I thought I'd seen right before he had stabbed her with the axe. So, yeah, that was really sad.
I feel like they could have had when the lights came back up, all of the refrigerators could have been opened and the bodies could have been slid out on their
Instead
little
of just gone. Yeah.
cooler table instead of just not there. Yeah, I just didn't it just they some of it you felt like they were trying to bring into real life based off of the Salem witch trials, but throwing that into it made it so unbelievable.
Well, when I first seen that, you had the big the big commotion, and then bam, you come back to reality, and you see that the doors are open and they're gone. I was like, okay, where are they at? We're going to see them again later. That was my first thought. I knew automatically we were going to see them again later. I just didn't know where.
Like
And what
when
did we do? We seen them later.
right, when the dad got attacked in the shower, behind the shower curtain, you saw a silhouette.
Hmm.
That was perfect.
Hmm. I
They should
agree.
have
Or either
done more
walking
of
down the
that.
hallway. Yes,
Mhm.
remember in the little they're not cameras, but where you can see going opposite directions and hallways and such, the mirrors, you could see the apparition kind of possibly could have might been a person, but looked more like a spirit going down the hallway. That I liked that too.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty good. That's all you needed.
I agree. I
You
did
could have
not
just had
need
the bodies wide open.
yeah, I did not need dead bodies wandering around. That was not necessary. But honestly, I don't know. Other than that, I
I
didn't
wasn't
really
mad at it, but
no. That was the only thing that I really, really did not like.
like I said, I wasn't mad at it. It was just kind of all right. I know I'm going to see you later because you're gone when the room explodes. So where are you hiding?
Yeah. And I think talking this through right now, I'm gonna change my rating to what I thought last night. Just
You
talking this
really?
through. Yeah.
And I'm curious what Evan said too, because you didn't answer me last night.
Okay, so I asked my husband Evan to rate it as well. Evan doesn't watch a lot of horror. He doesn't, that's not his genre, that's not
Mhm.
his thing. He gave it an 8 based off of, just not watching a lot of it. I think he thought there were a couple times when he jumped.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's better than what I thought it would be because I remember like the first time I'd ever seen him or the camera on him or him hold the camera or heard his voice. Remember he took us through a haunted house. That was the
Yes.
first time, and it just wasn't his thing.
No,
He
not
was
at all.
great about it. He did perfectly fine. It just wasn't, you could tell something that he enjoyed. So, yeah, that kind of 8 surprises me. I like that.
Yeah. I was surprised
I
since
do. I like that.
it's not his thing. So I was surprised. I get why he said it. It's a good
Yeah, I
movie.
like it. Yeah. Who's going next?
I can
You go
go.
next since you did Evan. Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday, I was thinking to myself, this is going to sound so weird, and I don't even know why I was thinking this. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, after I watched it, I was going to say a 5, but then I upgraded it to 6 because of the whole investigative part of it, the autopsy, and that sort of little bit of a true crime tie in. So I was going to do 6. But now, talking this through today, I really don't have anything bad to say except for the whole bodies coming out of the refrigerators. So I think I'm gonna go 7.
That's a good one.
It
You know,
is.
for me, I liked it. If you'd asked me last night, that it started off slow, but I think that was only because we were possibly going to have tornadoes and all that. We were on the watch and just nerves, ADHD, you know how that goes. Rewatching it this morning, I'm going to say 7.5 to 8. I actually liked it, and it was good that I went back and watched it because things that I was confused about the first time, I wasn't as confused the second time. So, yeah, I slowed myself down, was able to go back and watch it, and I don't really have too many complaints about it. The acting was good. I liked the way the crematorium looked. I liked how I don't know, I just liked how they set it up. I enjoyed the fact that it was a father son duo. I liked how Dawn said there wasn't a bunch of characters going through it. And I kind of did like how the fact Jane Doe, you never knew a thing about her. She never spoke. But she was still the center of attention. I don't know. I give it a good 8. I'm going to give it an 8. I like it.
I love it. I'm so curious. I hope people watch it based off of us telling you to watch it, and maybe a couple of you already did, knowing that this was coming up. I'm so curious if, like myself, were you thinking about it the next day when you're just going about your business and wondering sort of theories and what happened?
I mean, obviously, I was because I watched it for the second time. If it was really that trash of a movie, I would have just said, I didn't really like it. Let's review it tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let us
Definitely
know.
worth a watch. And if you have anything else that is kind of weird, strange, taboo that is maybe like this in this little scenario, let us know. We'd like to watch it.
Okay, but only if it's not open-ended where you absolutely have no idea what happened, because I don't like that. Even
Don't
though,
confuse us too bad.
I mean, some people might think that this one applies to that just because we just went over so many theories, but it really isn't the same.
No, no, you can, excuse me, you can basically kind of take spots of it and decide what you think happened, but the story's the story.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can just
Yeah.
kinda add your own here and there. That's why I said I was kinda would like to know why the writer did it this way.
Yeah. We have to look that up.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. So everyone recommended, obviously. We both liked it. We both thought about it the day after. We each watched it. So get in there, check it out yourself. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have a different theory than what we went over.
Definitely. I mean, somebody could be looking at it a totally different way than either of us do.
And don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on wherever you watch your podcasts
You
or
gotta
listen.
love us by now. You're starting to get to know us.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll meet back here in a week. Bye.
See you then.